Alright, hello? Can you guys hear me fine? Can you guys hear me alright? Alright, so I changed my microphone settings, so I should sound better than I did, like, for the past couple of streams. Unless I could turn my gain up just a little bit. Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello? Can you guys hear me? Are you guys able to hear me alright enough? Alright, okay, so, seems like everything's all good. I also want to show you guys a little surprise, something that I actually set up, something I'm gonna kind of try to test out for the next couple streams going forward. This is the updated layout. Nothing much has changed except for, the little half guy chatting in the corner. I just tested it out, and I thought it was pretty fucking cool. So yeah. I think he looks so... I think he looks sick. But yeah. So today we are going to do some... Today I'm probably just gonna relax, chat with y'all, and we're gonna do a few things. Mostly we're just gonna be... I'm gonna be catching up because I haven't really streamed since August. And a lot's happened since August. So yeah, VTuber. Yeah, no. So I haven't really done a stream since August, so it's mostly just gonna be like a Q&A or stuff like that. But we are mostly going to be talking about the next Sonic game. Have you played Mario Brothers Wonder? I have. I played it back when it first came out, and I really, really liked it. Though I do still like New Super Mario Bros. Wii the best out of the mainline 2D Mario games. Granted, my favorite Mario game is Super Paper Mario, but New Super Mario Bros. Wii is my favorite mainline Mario game. I know a lot of people kind of switched up on Wii because it's the most generic or whatever, but I can't disagree anymore. I think it is genuinely have the best. I think Wii has the best level design out of all the 2D Mario games. Like, including Wonder. And that's not to say and again, Wonder's great. Wonder is a really good game. Rank all the 2D Mario games? Oh. We could definitely do that after this, after I talk more about the Sonic game. Well, actually, okay, it shouldn't be that long, because, like, there's not too many games to talk about when it comes to Mario, so here, let me go on Tier Maker real quick. Before we get started on Sonic, because I know there's like a lot of, do you think it'll be Frontiers 2 or something else? I think, well, it's not, I don't think it's going to be called Frontiers 2, but I think it's just kind of a placeholder name right now. Have I seen Chainsaw Man Raise Arc? It is, I adore it. I love Chainsaw Man Raise Arc. It has been one of my fixations for like the past couple months. Also, hello, Millie65. But yeah, hi guys. Let me see. Mario games. Let's see about ranking them. Oh yeah, for the record, how did you guys get anything cool for Christmas or whatever? Because I actually got a Switch 2 and I finally played Mario Kart World. Why the hell did I say it like that? I finally played Mario Kart World and I adore it. I want to stop by and say hello. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you, Penguin. I'll catch you later. The CBV loser rounds have dropped and Sonic is coming back facing SpongeBob. What are your thoughts? Oh, cool. Yeah, that'd be interesting. I just hope that the beatboxes will actually be kind of memorable and not boring. Like the last couple. I'm sorry, I really have not liked like most of the stuff Ace has been putting out since Shadow vs. Vegeta. But yeah, here we are. This is okay. Best artist you listen to? I don't. I'm mostly a YOASOBI fan. I mostly like YOASOBI a lot. The people who made the artists who are behind what's it called? The artists who are behind Oshinoko's first opening, Idol. Which, I want to say this real quick. I saw a lot of people, like, unironically, like, I posted my Oshinoko short on Instagram and YouTube. A lot of people were really upset that I did not put Idol as #1. Which, I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I still think Idol's a fantastic song. Like, I think all the songs in Oshinoko are, like, genuinely fantastic. Like, Oshinoko has, like, consistently one of the best soundtracks of any show I've ever seen. I love it. If only I could just say that about the actual show. Look, I like the show. I really, really do. But fuck me, dude. That manga ending is so bad. Like, I really think I was too nice on it at first. Now I've really kind of understood why it's not really good. But enough about the funny anime bullshit. Let's talk about 2D Mario. So let's see. Where do we start? So we're gonna go chronologically. So Mario 1, then it's where's Lost Levels? Lost Levels is here. Mario 2, 3. Like, we're purely just gonna be talking about the 2D ones. So we got Mario Land, and I think what else? I'm not gonna count Donkey Kong. No. Then we're gonna count the new. I think the new Super Mario Bros. Games are next. Are they? Or I could be wrong. It's been a while. Then Wonder. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a long list. Okay, so I think the original Mario Bros. Okay, can I just switch these around real quick? S A. Oh my goodness. B. I don't know why I was doing all that. C. D. F. Goes before all of it. Wait. Oh, I didn't see World. Sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I did not see Mario World. Or wait, no, Mario World came out after Land. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got everything in checked now. Original Super Mario Brothers is it's yeah. I'd still say the original Mario Brothers holds up to an extent. It's not perfect, but like for a game released in what's it called, 85, it still holds up. I still like it. I'll go back to replay it every now and then. Lost Levels, this is the easiest F tier of my life, bro. I don't think anybody's opposed to, like, this ranking. Like, Lost Levels is just, it's bullshit for the sake of being bullshit. I also think Mario 2 is just okay. It's a little, the gameplay is just a little bit, just kind of weird. I like it personally, but it definitely feels weird. Mario Bros. 3, I put it above the original. It's definitely the best NES Mario game, but it has been outclassed like plenty of times. Mario Land D, it's a Game Boy game, so I can't really be too harsh on it. But it's like, by the way, when I put these in separate tiers, I'm not saying like they're terrible. I'm not saying Lost Worlds is like terrible. Lost Levels is like terrible in its own right. I just think it's bad compared to the rest of the games. But yeah, Land is just kind of mediocre. You can only really do so much with the Game Boy we're gonna put more. Or A. World's at least an A. Great level design. I think it controls really well. The additions, it's really creative. I like World a lot. New Super Mario Bros. Also an A. And this is probably going to be my most biased, controversial take of the stream, but yeah. Wii is a fantastic 2D platformer. I think it has some of the best level design in the franchise, and it's a really fun game. I love Wii a lot. It's honestly one of the most replayable games in my opinion. We're gonna put 2 in D. Yeah, I don't like 2. I know. Oh my god, basic opinion. I know, but I just think 2 is generic. But U is okay. I like U. We'll put U in. I'll put U in B. I think it's a pretty underrated. I keep thinking I'm ranking Sonic. I think it's a pretty underrated Mario game. I enjoy it quite a bit. I replayed it back in 2023 before Mario Wonder came out. and it's fun. How do you rank the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games? Ooh, I don't know. A lot of those games kind of just blend in for me. Besides the first two. Wonder though, I would probably say A under Mario World. And that's my list. I definitely have some. There's definitely some things that I'm kind of iffy on, but like for the most part, yeah, I'd say this is reasonable. But yeah. For the record, we're not just gonna be talking about just Sonic or Mario. There's gonna be plenty of other things that I'm gonna talk about with you guys. Because for the record, I actually did want to talk about BFDI for a bit. That's actually why I have BFDI and Anime Nendoroids on the thumbnail, just because, hey, I would love to talk about those for a bit, just for the funny. Because I have a lot to say about the BFDI theater episodes, because I actually did watch 2 out of the 3 theater episodes in theaters. I did not go to see Insectophobe's Nightmare 6. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of glad I didn't. It's not bad, but I really did not think it would have been worth it, to be honest. Teapot 20 was at least like the first one, so even if I was mixed on the episode, I would have at least it at least would have been worth it, because that's like the first time Jack and Jill, if he ever did like a major theater experience like that nationwide. But Shattered was great. I adored Shattered. Shattered is my second favorite episode of BFDI as a whole. Like, not even just of BFDIA, just my second favorite episode of the entire show. I love it. I will go more into that later though, because right now we are going to get onto the main course. So chat, feast your eyes on the bingo. This is the bingo. This is my Frontiers 2 predictions bingo. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna go bit by bit, explain my predictions when it comes to Frontiers 2, and see what's gonna happen, see what predictions I get right. And I do want to get your guys' input. I would want you guys could put a 1. Like, on a scale from 1 to 5, you guys can put in the chat, like, how likely you guys think it'll happen. Because that's kind of what I'm going to do. This is for a video, by the way. This is... Actually, I should start recording real quick. Alright. Hey, how y'all doing? Super Hat Fan, Super 15 here. So, we are going to be predicting the next mainline Sonic game. The successor to Sonic Frontiers. And, yeah. We'll see how it goes. So, on this bingo, you'll see, like, a bunch of predictions. I will let you know, I did originally try to go for, like, the upper routes, like, the upper stuff. The upper layers are, like, the stuff that I feel is more likely. But the website kind of, like, rearranged it by complete accident. So I was like, oh, okay. But yeah. I will be removing some, like, all the black squares, so it could at least, it'll at least make sense, so you guys could at least see where what I think is most likely, what I think is the least likely. Again, the chat, you guys are gonna be, if you guys want to chime in, just type a 1 for the least, if you think it's, like, not gonna happen at all, or 5 if you think it's, like, it's almost guaranteed. And I might as well just get the free space out of the way. I think the writer for the game is going to be Ian Flynn. That's, like, the biggest, like, gimme of the bingo. Like, it's not even... Like, look, love him or hate him, Flynn is here to stay for the foreseeable future. I'm personally okay with that. I do not mind Ian Flynn's writing. Do I think he has its issues? Yes, obviously I do. But I don't think it's, like, to the point where I would rather take Pontac and Graf over him, you know? At least he knows, like, his thing regarding Sonic, you know? Okay. What else? What else can I like show off first? Five. Yeah, that's a 5. That one's gonna be easy. So I think. So okay, another easy one. The voice direction I think will remain the same. I do think there may be a tweak to it, but I think for the most part it'll stay the same. Like Sonic will still have will still sound a lot deeper. I think like most of the characters will still sound the same or have like the same direction. They also hello Kirby. I think they'll have like the same voice direction going like for these for the Frontiers duology basically, or the successor. That's really all I have to say about that. Let's see. Okay, this one. We're actually gonna go on the opposite side. This is gonna be the... Oh my lord. Sorry, I thought my sister was calling me. This one. More stylization. I think there's gonna be... I think the next game is gonna be more stylized compared to Frontiers 1. Because, let's be real, Frontiers... Like, oh my... Alright, I'm back. So... Okay, no matter how you feel about Frontiers, I think one thing we could agree is that when it comes to the art direction for Frontiers, it was kind of all over the place. Like, there is a reason why when the IGN trailer first came out, it was very mixed received. A lot of, like, it came off as kind of polarizing. The general art direction for Frontiers, like, look, technologically speaking, Frontiers doesn't look bad. It doesn't. I think it looks really good. But artistically, in, like, art direction-wise, I do not think the game looks very good. I think it lacks a real cohesive art direction that I don't... I think for the... But I have seen, like, the little test clips that they did, like, on social media or on YouTube, like, some of those little leaks that went around. It definitely seems like they do want to take a more stylized approach with the next game, which I really hope they do. I really hope they do. But this one, I could definitely see it being, like, a 4 or a 5. But I definitely do think it's, like, likely, but I don't think it's guaranteed, you know? But one that I do think is almost guaranteed, I do think it's this one. This game will have Shadow. I don't think this is a far-fetched claim. Like, the year of Shadow 2024 has been one of the most successful games in, like, has been one of the most successful years in the Sonic brand. So it would kind of be ridiculous for them to not add Shadow. Again, and look at games like, again, Shadow got his own game back in 2024. Like, they literally just updated Shadow, like, Sonic Generations just to give Shadow his own campaign. Which I'm not complaining about. I fucking love that. But, and then, like, look at the amount of attention he gets in Sonic Racing Crossroads. Like, he is actively the most played characters. Like, he's probably the most popular character on that game. Enough to where even the, saying that Sonic should finally join other video games. Yeah, I think that's what I think I can definitely see them doing that. But with Shadow, yeah, I think it's, like, it's really, I won't say guaranteed, but, like, I do think it's very, very likely. And you know, this will actually, like, excuse me, this will go into my another prediction. This one, I can honestly see you guys being a little mixed on this, but I personally think that this game will not have Tails, Knuckles, or Amy. At least not have them in a major role. And see, the reason I'm saying this is because I think that with this game, since, okay, depending on when this game is released, I honestly don't really see them having that big of a role for a few reasons. So, I think we'll put the elephant in the room real quick. Let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. So the ending to Frontiers has them like talking about like going their separate ways, talking about how um like pursuing their own dreams, pursuing their own adventures, moving on of some sorts, which I think they might expand upon that going like for the next game, to where I think they won't play a major role, but I definitely do think they'll like at the most I see them as like a cameo or a mention, which I think is fair, but not a major role, to be honest. And if anyone's gonna bring up the movie, like movie 4, I really feel like they might do something different to advertise that. Or I think Frontiers 2 will do fine by itself without movie 4, and plus I think wait, has anybody here just to be sure, are we all like caught up on the Sonic movies? Like, do we know how movie 3 ends? Like, do we know about all of that? Just want to make sure before I say anything like spoiler heavy. Yes, yeah. Okay. Alright, so, okay, so just an FYI, I'll set a timer for like 15 minutes to talk about spoilers real quick. So, uh, I'll set a 1 minute timer, give me 1 minute. Okay, so with movie 4, I think they're most likely to actually have something related to Metal Sonic more than Amy. Like, I know Amy is like the bigger, like, the big, like, what the fuck reveal of movie 3's post-credit scene, but I think that's still gonna be more. I do see them having something more regarding, like, Metal Sonic compared to Amy. And that's really all I can say about that. Again, I'm a little 50-50 on this. I can kind of see them going either way for that, but yeah. Anyways, I need to stop stuttering on my words. Okay, that was less than a minute. So, speaking of which, I think Eggman will still be in the game, just not really playing much that big of a role. Kind of, I think he'll play a similar role to how he did in the original Frontiers, but that's really it. Like, I don't think he'll be the main villain. I don't think he'll play too big of a role. I think there will definitely be more things, like, about a bigger villain. I do think they're kind of, like, leaning more towards that again, which, cool. But that's really it. Let's see. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but one thing that I was, like, decently, like, disappointed with Frontiers is I honestly think that Frontiers kind of missed its potential on, like, cosmetics. Because, like, obviously, I don't know, because, like, I think it's kind of telling that Sonic Colors Ultimate is, like, the game that has the best cosmetics in the series, and that's not a good thing. So, this is more of a want than a prediction, but I really do hope that cosmetics are expanded upon, because that was a kind of a bit of a disappointment with Frontiers for me personally. Like, when I say new cosmetics, I want them to, like, I'm kind of, like, thinking Mario Odyssey-like cosmetics, where there's, like, a whole built-in shop in the open zone. Sorry, open roam, open area, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Open zone is such a stupid name, I'm sorry. But so there's that. Also, oh, hey, Azuring, I have not seen you in a long-ass time. Hi, dude. What I think of the Sonic movies? I like them a lot. I like the first one. I like the second one. The third one's great. I'm excited for movie 4. Let's see. And, okay, then, for the record, this one is not because of the leaks, but I do think we are going to see Sage again. This one, I think, is... I do kind of see her being a more, like, a recurring character, like, going forward. And I definitely think that she will have some spotlight put on her for the next game. maybe not as big of a role as Frontiers, like as the original Frontiers, but I definitely do see her playing somewhat of a role, you know? Let's see, costumes for Sonic games, downloadable freebie cosmetics. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying about the cosmetics. It's like, I really do think that it would be cool if they expanded upon that. Or at least that's what I'm hoping they would do. Let's see, what else? Okay, here's another bold one. So, I think one thing that was kind of holding Frontiers back, and this isn't out of any bias or anything, but I think I personally think that one thing holding Frontiers original back was that it was released on the Switch, so they kind of had to downscale it a bit. And here's where my bold prediction comes in. I honestly think that this game is not going to release on Switch 1. I honestly think this might be the first Sonic game that will actually release purely on the next-gen consoles, like Switch 2, Series S, and PS5. And there are some like evidence pointing to this theory, as I personally think that there will be a... The thing is with the whole Switch 1 thing, is that I personally think that Tomodachi Life Living the Dream is actually going to be the last major Switch game. At least the last major Switch 1 game released. For a good while. I don't know if it's going to be like a Wii thing, where it'll be kind of kept alive by a bunch of third-party companies, or like by a bunch of other like small first-party releases. But I do know that Nintendo wants to like focus primarily on the Switch 2 going forward, which, yeah, I would prefer if they did that. So, yeah, I don't think this game's gonna release on Switch 1. Switch 1 running is steering goal. Yeah, no, that's a very high 5. Okay. What's up, Batman? I'm doing good. How are you, Roman? Animations. Rhythm Heaven Groove. Oh shoot, I forgot about Rhythm Heaven. I could definitely see either Tomodachi or Rhythm Heaven being like the last like Switch 1 like first party exclusive. Again, I did hear that like Nintendo's gonna primarily focus on Switch 2 from a statement they released like back when like the Switch 2 first, like, I wouldn't say first launch, but like back when Mario Kart World was like gaining popularity during the holiday season. But yeah, that's really all I could really say about that. And speaking of which, I also think that the next game is going to release in the holiday of 2027. A lot of people were saying that like, oh, we were gonna get it during the Game Awards, which I'm gonna be real, no, I kind of didn't see that. I'll talk more about the Game Awards in a minute, because that's a really funny discussion to have. But I don't really see them like doing it this year. I think this year is a little bit too soon. Hello, awesome man. Y4K. I definitely don't see them doing it this year. Like, everyone's saying, oh, but it's the 35th anniversary this year. It's the 35th anniversary this year. Guys, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but we haven't had an anniversary title release on the year of the anniversary since Generations. Which was... Holy shit, Generations was 15 years ago. Oh my god. Let that sink in. Generations has been like 15 years ago. Forces is about to be 10 years ago next year. Oh my lord. But yeah, I could definitely see them doing 2027. And I also think that there will be new cyber abilities for Frontiers too. Oh, V4K. My fault. Sorry. But yeah, I do think there will be new cyberspace abilities, cyber abilities. There will just be like these, I won't say what, because I really don't know, but just anything that's like the Psyloop or anything like that. I think they'll do something new with it. I don't think they'll just keep it the way it is. I definitely do see them doing that. Let's see. What was I gonna say? There It's gonna be something I was gonna point out right now. Okay, speaking of expanding upon like some aspects of the game, combat. I think the combat will be expanded upon. I think there will be a chance. I think there's a chance that we will have like a bigger like skill tree for Sonic, and it'll be something more. I really do hope at least that it like. Damn it. I hope I'm at least hoping that they'll expand upon it, because the Frontiers' combat, although is fine, the way it is, I personally think it could be a lot better. I personally think, see, my thing is with combat is that, oh, Mabs, I will be talking about BFDI in a minute after I'm done with the bingo. Shit, what was I gonna say? Okay, the combat in Frontiers isn't bad, but I definitely do think it can be kind of shallow at points, and I could, after playing Unleashed again during Recompiled, yeah, I can kind of see why people prefer Unleashed's combat compared to Frontiers, and it's not because like, oh, because well, Werehog good, like Werehog better, Unleash peak and all that. I mean, look, Unleash is my second favorite Sonic game, but it's not, again, I'm not just glazing for the sake of glazing. I do think that it has a lot more depth to it compared to Frontiers, and it does have a lot more skills to like really master. As Frontiers, you only really just need like a handful, and you could just beat the game with that, which I really do think, I really hope they do fix on this issue, but that's really it. Let's see. Oh yeah, and I talked about art style change before, so let's talk about the model. So you guys already, I don't know if you guys have seen my Sonic model video, Sonic model discourse video. Full disclosure, I do not like the Forces model. the Forces slash Frontiers model, I do not like. It's not the worst thing ever, but I think that the model is like really stale. It's kind of, they kind of made it, ever since like they kind of remade the model, like tweaked the model from Forces, they kind of just like downplayed a lot of like the issues with it. Like the original generation's like Unleashed model is fine. I actually don't think it looks bad, but the Forces slash Frontiers model like has its issues. Like, again, we all talk about the short quills, like the eye dominance muzzle thing, the jump, the animation, just like the way everything really looks, just it looks cheap. And I think, I really do hope that, again, there was like this latest article regarding Sega talking about like how they're looking for like people for new art directors or 3D modelists or something like that. I do remember hearing about that just a few weeks ago, which I do think that they will take some action up regarding that in the next game. But yeah. And speaking of, I definitely do think we'll get more about the Coco for this next game. I can't say everything about, again, I know this is kind of vague, but I do kind of just see it being just more expanded upon rather than just doing anything, just kind of like starting the whole thing from scratch. I definitely don't see them like doing anything with the Wisp or what is it? I definitely don't see them doing like everything, like going back to doing everything with the Wisp or even like doing stuff with the Chao that much, but I definitely do see like them expanding upon the Coco more for this era. Let's see. Oh, obvious one. Momentum. I definitely do think this game will have more momentum in it. I don't think it'll be entirely like adventure or classic Sonic-esque, but I definitely do think it'll be like kind of a mixture of what we have now and what we had back then, kind of like with updates, kind of like I think they'll expand upon what happened in the updates with Kishimoto, like experimenting with momentum and the spin dash for update 2. I do see them doing something more in line with that. And that's pretty much it. Let's see. What else? There's like only a couple more left. Okay. Question. I want to ask y'all, do you think this game will have paid DLC or free DLC? Because if this game is a success, then I could definitely see it having DLC of some kind. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think it'll have paid or free DLC? No more generic god models from early 2010s. Paid DLC, paid DLC, okay. Paid DLC? Okay. So I kind of did a bit of a cop-out thing. I said both. I have both paid and free DLC on here. I just thought, hey, you know, I could see both happening. I could definitely see paid DLC for like a further expansion, but free DLC for like stuff that might be cut in early development, which, hey, that'd be cool. I can honestly just see either or. Maybe not both, but yeah. Depending on if like what they cut from the final game, I could kind of see both happening. And for the game's price, I think, okay, this one should be kind of obvious. I think this game's gonna be $70. Like this one's kind of an easy one. $70 with Crossworlds being $70, with a lot of games being $70 now, especially most games like that are like purely being made for the Switch too. I could definitely see it being $70. I don't see them putting Frontiers 2 on Switch 1, and I mostly see them prioritizing like Switch 2 now. But yeah, Frontiers 2, I can see it being $70. $80, I hope to God not, and I don't think they will, but yeah. $6, $7, oh no. Alrighty, so now we're kind of getting into, okay, so here's another one, references to post-Frontiers games. I could definitely see them referencing, like, just anything regarding any game from Frontiers to Crossworlds. I could definitely see them just kind of, like, having, like, little references, like, referencing stuff like Shadow Generations, Superstars. That's really it. Just mostly Shadow Generations and Superstars. Like, maybe a mention of Trip, and maybe a mention of, like, the Shadows, like, Black Doom time space, you know, white space thing. Alright. And how long will I think that the game will be? I think it'll be, like, 20 plus hours. I definitely see it being, again, on the longer side, since it is another Frontiers-esque game. But that's really it. I really don't really have much else to say about that. Okay, guys, here's another question I have for you guys. Do you guys, what do you see the score for this next game being? Like, how do you see the score for this next game being? Oh yeah, also one more thing. New Super Form. I definitely think that they really cooked with Final Horizon. With the cybernetic supersonic, anything like that, I'm gonna count as a new super form. I think would be really cool. I think would be sick, and I definitely do see it happening. Given how, like, I know Sega's been kind of like reluctant on like bringing back previous super forms or expanding upon super forms, I do think they're probably gonna do that with. They're probably gonna be like that still with Frontiers 2, but I think there will probably be like. I do think there is a chance. I do see this more as a 3 or a 2. But, yeah. I can see a new super form happening. Just, it's not super likely, but... Again, if it's anything like Supersonic, then, okay. If it's anything like... Oh, sorry, I misspoke. If it's anything like Supersonic 2 or Cyber Supersonic, then, yeah. Okay, okay, so we're all on the same page. I'm actually predicting that it's going to get an 85. So, the thing is, with Crossworlds doing as great as it did, like, review-wise, like, I'm almost shocked on how well Crossworlds did in terms of, like, reviews. And Shadow Generation is doing really good. It seems like every game this decade has actually been getting better in terms of, like, review scores. Because again, I think Frontiers, the more I look back on it, the more I think Frontiers, like, in its original state, it's more of like a 7 out of 10 game. 7.5 for me personally. But I think the updates really did boost it to like an 8.5 for me. I think Frontiers is a fun game, but not like the most polished, which is why I can see like a lot of people going like either or. But this time around, I definitely do see an 85 happening. Like, I definitely do see them fixing upon like the issues with Frontiers 1 and having a lot more ambition this time around. And hopefully feeling more polished. Sonic Team has actually been getting a lot better at that. Shadow Generations especially. That game is very polished. And given how this game was in development around the same time as they did the updates too, so I could definitely see that, like, I could definitely see them doing something like, I could definitely see it targeting for a higher range and actually meeting it. Alright, so the last three, I saved these three for last because these are probably like the biggest like iffy ones. Let's start off with the one I think is the most like I think is like the most likely. I actually think we might get IDW characters in this next game. So I was originally going to say this is more of a 2, but with recently we had like the Chaotix audiobook series on YouTube with Tangle and Whisper, and they now have official voice actresses, which that's fucking awesome. I'm actually really glad to hear that. And I can definitely see them having somewhat of a role in this next game. Like, maybe not a major one, but at least some role, you know? Like, especially with how they've been, like, putting them more into, like, obviously they reference them in Frontiers, they're in Crossworlds now, they're going to be, like, they have official voice actors for the YouTube shorts, and I definitely see them doing more with those characters. I definitely see them doing more with the characters starting with the next game. Alright, next one. I think that we will get more lore about the end in the next game. Despite the lore, despite the end being like a whatever villain, that's putting it lightly. Despite the end being a very whatever villain, putting it lightly, it's not a... I definitely see them, like, using this next game to expand upon, like, the lores of the end. And just kind of explaining more about something they did not give, like full attention to in the original. Kind of like how they give, like... Kind of like how the events of, like, Perfect Chaos still, like, affect, like, Adventure 2, even though it's not focused on it. Even though, like, Perfect Chaos is not, like, Adventure 2's focus. I could definitely see this being, like, having a lot of similarities with Adventure 2. Alright. So we're down to the last one. This is actually, like, the biggest, like, iffy one. I know many of you guys are probably going to disagree with me on this one. But there is one major thing about... So, I'm going to push you back to... Let's actually stop... This actually ended at the right time. So, let's go back to Shadow Generations real quick. Because there's something I do want to talk about with you guys before I reveal this last one. Let's see. Give me 1 minute. Hold on. And... Okay, so, ever since we saw this trailer right here, this is the trailer showing off the Doom powers, I believe. Well, no, shit, it says it right here. There's always something that I've kind of questioned about this trailer, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay. I want to say this trailer was so hype, by the way. So everything seems normal right now. Okay, this is the part I'm talking about. This part right here. When I first saw this, I immediately flipped out and just went, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Because here is the thing. Here's the thing. So, if you're not aware, this is Chaos Island from Sonic Frontiers. Like those, like the 1% of you in the chat who are not aware. This is from Frontiers. Frontiers did not have Shadow in it, which is why I was always so confused on why they had Chaos Island in Generations. Because again, it's weird because this is from a game that Shadow wasn't even in. So this is where my final prediction comes in. So, and I thought that, okay, I thought that in Generations, Shadow Generations, we would actually get an explanation about it, but the most we get is like Gerald saying, "Hey, so you probably seen visions of stages you've seen in the future or something like that." Which, I mean, cool, but that's not really an explanation on why Chaos Island is there, because Shadow wasn't in Frontiers. But then I thought about it real quick. So, my final prediction is that I think that this game... Hold on, actually. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Let me... I think that, for my final prediction, that this game will be the explanation to Chaos Island's appearance in Shadow Generations. And I know, this is probably the least likely thing on this list. Like, this is probably, like, the easiest one for y'all. But for me, there's, like, this really interesting theory I thought of ever since Shadow Generations came out. So, in Frontiers 1... Oh, shit. In Frontiers 1, we went into detail, like, there was a lot of things in detail about the origins of the Chaos Emeralds, where they came from. It's not something you really think about. But most of the explanation, and by the way, this should go without saying, this is spoilers for Frontiers, so just, you've been warned. They've explained that Frontiers' like whole thing is that they explained that the Chaos Emeralds were they explained that the Ancients were descendants of Chaos, and that the thing luring them to like all the islands were the Master Emerald. And I kind of tried connecting it, thinking about this. What if the Starfall Islands are kind of similar to that? Like, think of like how the Ancients are a descendant of Chaos. What if the Starfall Islands were a descendant of Angel Island? Think about it. Because Angel Island has a shrine that holds the Master Emerald and the Super Emeralds in place from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the Starfall Islands also have containers for the Chaos Emeralds. There's a lot of connection between that. And if you ask me, I definitely can see them having that sort of explanation for why Chaos Island was a part of Shadow Generations. So my overall theory is that Chaos Island isn't there to represent Frontiers, but it's there to represent a future game that isn't Frontiers. Like maybe Frontiers 2, maybe not even Frontiers 2, maybe just something in the future altogether that we don't even know about. So that's my prediction for what's gonna happen for Frontiers 2. This is my whole bingo card. There's definitely I definitely have like a few outlandish things that I don't think you guys will agree with me on, but these are my predictions. And I hope at least what I'm saying makes sense. For the record, you guys in the chat, thank you guys for being a part of this little thing. This is gonna be edited and posted next week or so, because I'm definitely gonna upload this as a future video. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate it, and thank you to the to the viewers watching right now that I missed the stream. Subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. Alright, I ended up recording. So, don't worry, I wasn't saying bye to the stream. We're still gonna, like, chat for a bit. I'm gonna go for another, like, 40 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna eat, shower, then, yeah. But don't worry, the stream's not ending. Just in case, just letting y'all know, the stream's not ending. This is, I only said that for the video. Only said that for the video. But yeah, with all the Sonic stuff out of the way, yes, what do you guys else want to talk to me about? I know you guys were trying to ask me a bunch of things in the chat, which I do apologize for. I was just kind of busy on the whole thing regarding Frontiers 2, because the reason why I did it now is because tomorrow's gonna be the state of play. A lot of people are gonna be like, tomorrow's gonna be like the state of play for PlayStation. A lot of people are predicting that Frontiers 2 is going to be like going on about. I'm sorry, my mind just completely fucking blanked for a minute. Yeah, I just want to get all the Frontier stuff out the way because of state of play, and then we're gonna have like Frontiers. I've heard people saying that there's a good chance that there's gonna be like new Sonic news because Crossroads and Shadow Gems have been revealed the previous PlayStation state of plays. That's it. I don't think it will happen, but hey. Thoughts on II Season 4 so far? I like it. Okay, I have really mixed opinions on Anime Insanity in general right now. Back on my question, if you had a new show to work on, like, it's not conversation. It does depend. It definitely does depend on, like, the circumstances. Because Hatman and Donald in specific is like a closed cast right now. So, by the way, I do apologize about the Hatman and Donald delay. I was originally gonna release it on the same day for BFDI's 100th anniversary, but there was scheduling issues at hand, and it will be postponed for a later date. There's also some things that kind of messed up on the rendering side of things. So I definitely do want to wait for the best time and the to fix the episode up. But yeah. Oh, thoughts on Raise Arc? I fucking love it. I love Raise Arc. It is my favorite movie of 2025. Thoughts on Oshinoko Season 3? I've been watching every episode of Oshinoko Season 3. I've caught up with it. Dude, that show makes me so fucking depressed, dude. I hate it. I hate it, bro. No, I mean, I love it, but I hate how sad. I fucking hate how they've been doing my girl Kana dirty, bro. I'm, like, for those of you guys who don't know, Kana Arima is one of my favorite, like, fictional characters in anime. And I hate how dirty they've been doing her. The episode from today... can you please stop spamming that, dude? I really don't... there's a reason why I'm ignoring that. I'm putting in timeout. Just please stop bringing that up. But, dude, the last couple episodes of, like, Oshinoko Season 3, dude... They've been doing my girl dirty, bro. I hate how dirty they've been doing Kana. And don't get me wrong, I love all the characters to an extent. I love Akane. Honestly, Ruby is kind of the MVP of the season so far, which... fucking awesome. She kind of hasn't really been focused on them. It feels like Ruby's kind of been an afterthought in the last two seasons. Like, where she only just kind of plays a bit of a role at the end. But nothing more. But this time, it really feels like she's finally being put on, like, on full display, which, yeah. I hope they change that ending, though, because because after witnessing what Kana's been suffering through for the past 2 episodes, I kind of hate that ending even more now. Like, Jesus Christ, come on, Akasaka, get your shit together, man. Come on. You make Kaguya, you can fucking make Oshinoko peak. Oshinoko, I love Oshinoko, but come on, man, you can't destroy it like that. I'm getting fucked, bro. But yeah, Oshinoko is great. Season 3 is great. The new opening is fucking fantastic, by the way. What are your opinions on BFDIE so far? I really, really like BFDIE. In fact, let me actually do a tier list on the BFDIE cast real quick, because I have a lot of things to talk about. Also, hello, Jose. Would you want a BFDI II crossover? Probably not. I think they're both, like, completely different. To where I'd rather just keep them separate for their case. Okay, so let's actually go to... So this is my tier list on the BFDIE cast. So my favorite BFDIE character is Fern. And I don't know if that's, like, me being biased. Actually, let's play back some, music again. Sonic, music, background. Okay, so, yeah, so my favorite character is Fern. Maybe I'm a little biased or so, but it's definitely... I definitely think Fern's, like, the most solid, like, contestant. Like, he's been a lot of fun. He's just really enjoyable, really funny, and... Yeah. Kind of like a basics... Kind of like if Leafy was, like, not... Was a lot less outlandish. Then I'd say my second favorite is Rose. She definitely reminds me a lot about Tree from Teapot, but, like, more competitive. And I kind of love that. And plus, I think Gooseworks... I definitely love Gooseworks' like, voice for Rose. I think Gooseworks actually... Look, I don't care for Digital Circus that much, but, like, I think Gooseworks voicing for BFDI is so fucking awesome, because I can tell... I know that Gooseworks always has always had a bit of a soft spot for BFDI. So it's kind of awesome to just see them back, to see them on the show. Then I'd say Sidewalkie. Sidewalkie, in my opinion, is like the best, honestly, in my opinion, the best mean character that Jack and Jelfie's ever created. I think he's awesome. He's really funny. Then I'd say I really like Ruler. Then Money. Money's cool. Gooseworks is in it. Gooseworks voices Rose, yeah. But yeah, I really like Money. Money is hasn't really been focused on that much because reasons. I won't say exactly what, because you know what, she got muted just like in the BFDI miniseries. I mean, hey, in Teapot she got a voice role, so. But yeah, I definitely see Money being a really strong character later on too. I definitely, let's see. Beach Ball's cool, but I definitely do think they got out, like, a little early, which sucks. But Beach Ball was, like, kind of funny. I don't really know exactly what it is about Beach Ball. Maybe it's probably just the voice. Joseph Pack's voice for, like, Beach Ball is just kind of entertaining. Just kind of enjoyable. I don't know. It just kind of brings up the character for me. I don't care about Sticker that much. They're fine, but whatever. Needy's cool. Needy's fine. David's actually kind of an MVP this season. I fuck with David heavy. Pause. Hot Dog made for a decent first... I think Hot Dog made for a pretty solid first boot. I think he's fine, but that's really all I could say. And, I'm not big on these last two. Jammy, okay, you want to know what it is about Jammy that I don't like? I don't like the voice. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the voice actor sucks. But it's just the direction for her voice just is really weird. It's really weird to me. Because, like, her voice is because, like, I can't really think about, like, anything, like, I can't really think of any special characteristics about her other than she's against the cheating alliance, and her voice is just kind of flat. That's... I don't know, dude. That's kind of why I'm really not big on her. And Toothpaste is my least favorite. I just think Toothpaste's whole thing just got annoying after a while. Just very one-dimensional, not really funny. If you find Toothpaste funny, then more power to you, genuinely. And again, I actually don't, and I don't hate any of these characters, like, in a vacuum. I'm just only comparing them to the season in general. I'm pretty sure Toothpaste would be really fun in an actual, like, season. I'm pretty sure all these characters would be a lot of fun in an actual season. Like, a full, like, a bigger season. But, yeah, this is my ranking of all the BFDIE contestants. Really solid cast, honestly. Like, I honestly don't really dislike any of them that much. Let's see. S tier, David, Needy, Rose, Sticker, Beach Ball, okay, cool. Who do you think is gonna win BFDIE? I could definitely see fucking Ferner Sidewalkie. Yeah, I could definitely see Ferner Sidewalkie winning. I might go with Ferner Sidewalkie. Yeah, I think that's not a bad. I don't think that's an unreasonable prediction. I don't disagree. Ferner Sidewalkie definitely seemed like the most likely for me. It would be cool to see a mean character actually win. Like, and no, Flower BFB doesn't count. That she just kind of did a 180 with the character in order to win. But yeah, this is the ranking. Did you know fucking this about Super Anime 15? Damn, I want to talk about something else really interesting. Oh, I said earlier that I actually finally got to play Mario Kart World on Switch 2. I actually have a Switch 2 now, which is fucking awesome. Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't know if it's a hot take, but can't the Nikiro doesn't have an arc learn to be nice? Oh yeah, no. It's really nerfed her, so dude, I'm gonna be real, the more I think about it, the more I really did not like the idea of Flower winning BFB. Did I hate it? No, but I also did not like really enjoy it. Cause it really felt like during post split, as soon as like she goes, oh, it's season's 1's winner, Fiery. Like, as soon as, like, she says that, it's like, okay, you guys are kind of, like, giving her incentive to win at this point. It's like, I'm not gonna say they cheated or they rigged it, but... Oh my god, why is he not talking? Hello? Come on. Oh, wait. Hello? 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 Okay, my thing's being really weird. He's... Okay. Should have been Lollipop or Gelatin. I would have been so down for... I was really rooting Gelatin. If anything, I actually would have preferred... I actually would have been so down if Woody won BFB. Because Woody's whole character arc did not feel... Like, it actually felt... like, meaningful. My thing with Woody's whole character arc in BFB is that it actually felt like there was... It actually felt like there was something, like, to work towards. And, like, they actually had something going on with his character. And he had an actual full arc. Like, if there was a Season 1 veteran I wanted to win BFB, it was Woody. I would have 100% wanted Woody to win. Hello, the SpongeBob SquarePants 1999. But I also really wish... What's it called? I'm glad it wasn't Leafy. Yeah... No, again, Leafy was one of my favorites during post-split, but I definitely did not want her to win. I definitely did not want her to win, to be honest. I think her making it to the Final Four was already kind of insane, but again, I wasn't too against it, but just not the final three, which she didn't. I love how like the viewer count went up as soon as I started talking about BFDI. It's okay though. It's okay though. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I'm doing all right. By the way. What was I gonna say though? BFDI. Oh, I did want to talk about the theater episodes. So, I went to go see Teapot 20 in theaters. And I went to see BFDI A23 Shattered. Teapot 20, I thought was a fantastic experience. I really, really loved it. I definitely still don't think it's... I definitely... My opinions on it have definitely changed a bit since I watched the movie... Sorry, the movie. The episode in theaters. I'm definitely a lot more critical on it now. And I definitely see that some people have, like, issues. A lot of people have issues with Teapot 20, which I get it, but I do think that I do think on its own in a vacuum, I think it's fine. I thought it was pretty solid for what it was. Like, I thought it was a really solid backstory. I thought, like, the way it kind of, like, tied everything together was pretty cool. The part where Leafy rage baited one was fucking hilarious. Like, everyone in my theater was, like, laughing at that. But, I will 100% say Shattered was the best of the theater episodes. Like, that one, I am so glad I saw in theaters. I was originally going to skip it. I was originally going to skip, Shattered because I went to see Teapot 20 already. But thank God I didn't, because I adored Shattered. Like, I said this earlier before, and I'll say it again. Shattered is my second favorite episode of BFDI. Like, as a whole. I fucking adored it. I love it so much. And I definitely think it's the best episode. The best episode with the final challenge format. Like, the way that they expanded upon the idea with, like, the eliminated contestants, like, corresponding to each challenge that they lost. And, like, there's also all the, fucking, like, all, like, the character interactions, too, like, about how, honestly, look, I was really upset when, spoiler alert, 3, 2, 1, I was really upset when Coiny got out. I was really rooting for Coiny to win BFDIA, but when I really think about it now, I think it kind of makes sense. Like, look, it's kind of the same thing with Leafy. Coiny is my favorite character in BFDI, but that doesn't mean he deserves to win. I would like it if he won, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't mean I would prefer it. That doesn't mean I need him to win. And honestly, the way I look at it now, I think the final three we ended up having kind of makes sense. Because Coiny already had his arc with Pin, and everything with that has been completed. So, yeah, I think it kind of makes sense for that Coiny got fourth. With all the others still having, like, their ongoing arcs. Like, look, I think Needle is insanely overrated. Like, I'm gonna point this out. I think Needle is probably the most overrated character in BFDIA, at least. But what I can't deny is that I do think she has a really, has an arc going for her that hasn't been resolved yet. So her being in the final three does make sense. And I think Tennis Ball being in the final three was very surprising, but again, I think it makes sense with this character shift through the season. And meanwhile, I know there's been a lot of people going on about Book and how Book should not win BFDIA. Excuse me. I know people have been going on about how Book should not win BFDIA, but honestly, I couldn't disagree more, because for me, I think everyone says this because of, like, the moment in BFDIA 23. Let me actually play that episode real quick. It's like in the part of 23, BFDIA 23. It's mostly this part right here where As soon as like they get up to this part right here. By the way, hearing this with like Sonic music is kind of fucking funny. It's like she's the only one who doesn't have like an actual full-on arc going on, like Tennis Ball and Needle. And people kind of cite this part right here where she gives up. I think that was just mostly a gag. That shouldn't be taken so literally. But here's the thing with Book for BFDIA. One, she's a newbie in this season. So, of course, she's not as experienced, but I do think it makes sense for her to win BFDIA compared to... Again, I know people kind of bring up that she's more interesting in Teapot. But in Teapot, I don't really think they're... I obviously think she's more interesting in Teapot with her whole thing about, like, not being a free smarter anymore. But in BFDIA, she really did put a lot of work into, like, pulling through the season. Like, she had her whole thing, her whole rivalry with Pin. She had her whole, like, thing. Like, she acts as the straight man in Free Smart. Which, I personally think that's, like, if you look at it at face value, sure, whatever, like, I get it. But at the same time, I also think that she deserves to be, I think she deserves to be, she deserved the, what's it called? I think she deserves to go into Final 2 for BFDIA. Because, again, with a lot of the stuff that she's been put through this season, like, dude, how many times has that fucking, like, needle thing, has that, like, drill thing happened to her? 3 times almost. Book has been through a lot. And it really shows that, like, finally, when she finally prioritized winning for herself, it really shows that she could be a genuinely great competitor. And that's personally what I think. I personally really, really want Book to win BFDIA. In my opinion, she acts as, like, the underdog of the season, the straight man. And that's personally what I want to see. That's personally what I would love to see. I'm not against the... Realistically, it doesn't matter because nothing's really going to happen that's going to change it drastically because... How do I say this? I don't want this to be like a drastic... It's not going to be anything drastic or whatever. It's not going to like ruin the timeline if Book doesn't win or whatever. But I personally think she deserves to win BFDIA. Or at least I think she deserves to win a season. Because I mainly don't want another Season 1 veteran to win because I just think that'd be so fucking lame. And let's be real. I'm going to be real with you guys on something. I'm 100% guaranteed that Tennis Ball is getting out and BFDIA 24. But I also think that, like... And I also think that Tennis Ball and for Teapot 20... Okay. Actually, let me talk about Teapot 21 real quick, because that's the other episode that was in theaters. I actually did not go see that one in theaters. I actually watched it on the day it came out on YouTube. And if I'm being honest, I was a little bit disappointed by it. Teapot... a lot of people were talking about how they did not fuck with Teapot 21, not 2021, Teapot 20 after it came out, which I totally understand. But if I'm being honest, I was actually a lot more negative on Teapot 21 compared to Teapot 20. It's not bad. Teapot 21 isn't bad. But I think the thing is with Teapot 21 is that it felt like there was way too much going on that it didn't really feel focused. Yeah, no, I know it's not moving. It's weird. I was trying to get it moving before. Let me actually see if I could try to... Hold up. Okay. There we go. Okay, the mic was just being fucky. Yeah, the mic was just being fucky. I don't know why it was doing that. But yeah, that's my whole stance on everything related to BFDI as of... What's it called? Fuck, what was I gonna say? Dude, I'm so sorry. I've been blanking out for like the past couple minutes now. Yeah, Teapot 21, Teapot 21. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I don't really see Book or Tennis Ball making it that much farther in Teapot. Like, I could see them I could see them making it. Okay, I can see Book surviving this next episode, maybe. Tennis Ball, I do not. And I know people were gonna make the excuse that, oh, Tennis Ball's been in the bottom two plenty of times and has survived, but remember, this has all happened before Tennis Ball was in the Final Four for BFDIA. And mind you, Coiny getting out of Teapot early was mostly a result of people thinking he was going to win BFDIA. That's kind of the caveat of doing 2 seasons at once, which, again, I don't mind. I personally am not, like, against that. Again, I still think this is the best era for BFDI as a whole. But when it comes to, like, why certain characters got out, I will admit some of it was because of BFDIA and Teapot occurring at the same time. Because there is the issue with, for example, I think Needle actually would have made it farther in Teapot if people didn't think she was going to win BFDIA. And again, Coiny getting out really early in Teapot as well. Again, BFDIA. Again, the fact that Coiny got fucking out before Pillow really says a lot. That still angers me. Bullshit. Fuck Pillow. I hate Pillow. Pillow should have gone. Here's a little... Oh, you know what? I won't spoil that. I won't spoil that. That's gonna be for a future video. What's my least favorite episode of BFDI? Okay. So my least favorite episode of the series. So each season? Okay, each season. BFDI 24 for season 1. There's been a lot of great episodes of season 2 of BFDIA, but I think my least favorite... Oh, actually, okay, never mind. My least favorite episode of BFDIA is episode 1. If we're out for pre-hiatus. Post-hiatus, however, that's where it gets tricky, because I think post-hiatus is genuinely fantastic. But I gotta say, I'm not fond on BFDIA 10, Taste of Sweetness. I definitely don't think it's bad. I think it's more like a C low B tier episode. And no, it's not because Gelatin got out and Gelatin's like my second favorite character. No, it's not because of that. But ironically enough, everything up to that point, I kind of like I could rewatch really easily. But once the challenge starts, everything just feels boring. The challenge just doesn't feel interesting enough. I don't know. Maybe that's just my take. I'm not super big on that episode. No, I'm not going to count IDFB because that only has 1 episode. BFB pre-split, I would have to say probably 5. 5 or 2. I definitely was not fond. I think Lai's elimination for 5 was really dragged out. And 2, I just think was kind of messy overall, if I'm being honest. Post-split, though, 20, easily. 20 is my least favorite episode of the whole show. I hate BFB 20. It sucks. It is nothing but, oh, you get minus points, you get minus points, minus. It's so obnoxious. It's like, it's so unfocused, it's so annoying. I don't like it at all. It sucks. BFB 20 is awful. Worst episode of season 4 and worst episode of the whole show, in my opinion. I hate it a lot. And Teapot, my least favorite episode is either Gardening 0, Teapot 4, or Teapot 12. What's up, Bell String? And it's not even because they're, like, abnormally, like, problematic. They're just fucking boring. Like, honestly, 4, not the character 4. Teapot 4's challenge was so... It felt so anticlimactic. Like, oh, save the funny plants. And it's like, I don't know, just the dialogue. One of my friends brought this up to me before. But Teapot honestly kind of feels like it kind of feels like a whole yap session in some episodes. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the object show Object Oppose. but ever since they got rid of like the CG host character, fucking ever since they got rid of the CG host character or whatever, they kind of turned the show into a fucking yap fest. And not like the funny kind like you'd see in Smiling Friends, but it's just the boring kind. It's like, okay, can we move on? It's that sort of fucking thing, and that's what annoys me. And I'm not gonna say Teapot's as bad as Object of Post. Certainly not. They're at least doing shit. But it does often feel that way at times. And I think 12 and 4 do it the worst. Have that issue the worst. And they feel like the most boring issue, like the most boring episodes of the season. Besides that, though, I've liked almost every episode from... There's some episodes of Teapot I'm just kind of whatever on, but I've liked the majority of them at least. The 4 and X impression are spot on. Thank you. No, I kind of like practiced on 4 and X a lot back when I did my old show, Battle for Generations. I definitely kind of like tried to be more like do more of a 4 voice, and I definitely like had like done my impressions on X as well. Thoughts on the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie? Not a fan. I kind of grown to not really like it as much with time. I think, okay, in a vacuum, when I turn my brain off, it's whatever. It's fine, I guess. But when I really take into consideration critically what I think about it, I really cannot view it in a positive light. I think the story is so, like, rushed. The characters I do not feel anything for the characters. I don't know, dude. I'm not really big on, like, the Mario movie. And I'm not big on the Galaxy movie either. Look, it's not even biased of me disliking Galaxy as a game, but I don't like the idea of them going... I don't really like the idea of them, like, making Galaxy the second movie in the franchise. That sounds way too drastic. Like, World, I kind of understand. But... I don't know, dude. Do I think it's enjoyable in a vacuum? Yeah. But, like, when you critically look at it, it has its issues. It's not a very good movie, in my opinion. Why do I not like Galaxy? I just don't think it controls well. I don't think it controls well. I think some of the motion controls, some of the stages are really, like, not fun. Like, really unfun. And, some of the levels are kind of forgettable. It mostly boils down to Mario's movement and the overall controls. I just don't like it. That's just my whole stance on it. Super Mario Barely Galaxy movie. I don't know, dude. It feels like they're doing a lot of, like, way too much of everything. And that's what I kind of don't like about it. Galaxy 2? I haven't played Galaxy 2. Yeah. What's up with you tonight? What do you mean? I wish there was an anime cartoon of Mario and it had the Sonic X art style. That would be cool. I definitely would like to see a modern Mario cartoon that kind of takes inspiration. Honestly, I would like to see it with the art style of that they do with Mario Wonder, Mario Kart World. Oh yeah, I should say this. I know I said it before. I played Mario Kart World before, and too much bad takes. Okay, so I not only prefer World over Cross Worlds, but I also prefer World to 8 Deluxe. I mean, I know you guys are probably like gonna be really confused on this, but I'm not the biggest fan of 8 Deluxe. I don't know how apparent I made that in my recent videos, but I'm not really the biggest on 8 Deluxe as a whole. Do I think it's a terrible game? No, but I definitely think like it's gotten a lot more stagnated as of late. I don't know. I just don't like 8 Deluxe very much. By the way, shit. Hold on. Actually, let me check something real quick, because I just remembered. So, I don't know if you guys saw this, but just today, when I logged on here, I had my Doraemon list taken down for copyright. I got a strike. I recently just appealed it. Like, my video from 2020 fucking 2, by the way. Like, my top 10 from 2022, it got it got taken down, and I got a strike for it, which, okay, that's really weird. I don't know why, because it was perfectly fine for all these years. I did send an appeal to, because it was fair use, but I just pray to God that, like, you know, if that appeal, like, if they look at it, then fucking the rest of my channel won't get fucked over, because that's not fun. It sucks too, because I really, really like that video. That's actually one of my favorite videos. That actually is like one of the big reasons why I'm even putting my content to this new analytical direction with cartoons and TV shows now. Hell, I have a whole big ass ranking planned for the I have this whole big ass ranking planned already that I'm working on right now, like about a bunch of animated films. So I'm a little scared about how that's going to turn out. So, I don't know. I hope to God that the appeal doesn't, like, fuck me over or things don't go okay. But, like, I generally just think it was stupid that all of a sudden they just gave me the strike. And it's like, okay. But it was like, it was perfectly fine for so many years. But, alright, whatever. But it still won't get blocked. That's the thing, though. It's like, it's so weird. Again, it's from 2022, and I don't think I have it. I think I have it on my... I do have it on my Google Drive, thankfully, which I thank God I put most of my videos on my Google Drive. Most of my, like, I have a backup for most of my copyright-heavy videos. But all I'm going to say is I really just hope that it doesn't end up fucking me over. Because I made sure to use fair use and, like, kind of go with, edit it to the point where it doesn't, like, completely screw up, but slightly. Yeah, no, I usually what I do is, like, I kind of, like, just lower the opacity and just kind of have the borders in the background. We'll use the background as borders. So if that doesn't get appealed, then I might as well just, like, re-upload it, but, like, do it with the editing style I usually do. But, yep, that's... Just thought I'd let y'all know on that, because that definitely came off as a shock to me. Hey, Hatman, I'm sick with a cold right now, but it's really amazing to see you live again. I've been watching you for years. Oh, dude, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. I totally feel you. I was really... Dude, I was insanely sick yesterday. To the point where I slept for, like, half of the entire day. Like, I almost slept through, like, today as well, but I was like, no, I feel okay. I could get on Discord. I could get on, like, I could do a stream real quick before the State of Play tomorrow for Sonic. But, yeah. What are my opinions on the Alvin and Chipmunk live action movies? I've never... See, I don't know. Can you be honest about getting annoyed if someone talks about CBB in the chat? I don't get annoyed about CBB discussion in general. It's just like, I can't really say much about the matter because I don't really care about CBB anymore. I haven't followed Ace's content in, like, so long. I personally just, like... And again, I totally get it, because, like, two of my most popular videos are CBB related. I'm not against it, but it's like, I don't really feel like I have much to say on the matter anymore, because I don't watch his stuff at this point. Like, I've unsubscribed to him since 2023, and I just personally do not. I personally just don't care. Like, it's not offensive to anybody who likes his content still. If you like it, you like it. That's perfectly fine. No judgment at all. It's just, I personally don't resonate with it as much anymore, because that's not really a style of content I really am intrigued with. It's not that I'm annoyed, I just don't have really much else to say about it. I have horrible allergies, I really hope yours... Oh, dude, I have bad allergies as well. Like, I cannot go outside for too long, otherwise my allergies will be fucking up. Well, during the summer I can. I'll be fine during the summer, but during the spring, oh hell no, dude. I think I'd die. I haven't seen... But back onto that question, Millie. I've watched the first one a long time ago. It was fine. I didn't hate it. The sequels, whatever. They all kind of just blur in my mind, honestly. Bids here in the U.S. Yeah, no, that is weird, Kirby. I agree. They did with Charlie Morningstar was over. It's not even just the Charlie Morningstar stuff either. I could care less about that. I just personally I don't know. Again, I said this before, but even during Shadow versus Vegeta, I really did not care about it. Like, the beatboxes became a lot more generic. The matchups really didn't intrigue me anymore. I didn't like the decisions he was making with the show at that point, and it just kind of was enough to where, yeah, I just don't really care about it anymore. Do I still respect what he does? Yeah, what he does is what he does, and, you know, if he still has passion in it, then cool. That's good on him. I just personally kind of grew out of it. I do kind of like such as Alvin Smurfs and Scooby-Doo. The Smurfs movie, I only seen the first one, and I thought it was... I didn't hate it. I haven't seen it in forever, though. Like, the last time I watched it was, like, when I was 9, and I've never seen the Scooby-Doo movies. Are you gonna do an art request for you soon? I can, yeah. I could definitely do one soon, but maybe not tonight. What's the last good? So what are we doing right now? Just talking, just Q&A stuff, just a little... funnies. I actually might see about playing a game soon, just so you guys aren't just staring at, like, book BFDI. Mostly just talking about BFDI or Sonic, just a bunch of things, really. Let me actually see what I have in my Steam library real quick, because I do have a few. I don't think I have too many games right now. Who's my favorite Looney Tunes character? Oh, dude, Daffy. I love Daffy. I was trying to ask you about Verbalist himself making Sonic solo cover actual song. I mean, cool. That's cool. I'm glad he's doing that. But again, it's like, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I'll check it out, but it's just kind of whatever for me. It's not really something I'm that interested in anymore. Nothing on the series itself. Just I personally don't really like. I wouldn't say care. Just I personally am not like super intrigued as much. Can you hit the Gundam style? I would hope not to, at least. Why do I love Daffy? I specifically loved what's his name? Looney Tunes Show Daffy. I love Looney Tunes Show Daffy. He's just a fun character. Hope you guys are fine with me playing Isaac for like the 500th time. I do have Isaac. Do I have anything else though? Because like I don't know if you guys. Let's see. I haven't played Isaac on here in a hot minute, but you can definitely play something else if that's y'all are like against that. Let's see. Reze, Power, or Makima? Kopani. No, Reze though. If I had to rank them, Reze is my favorite. Then it's Makima. Then it's Power. Power is kind of like I kind of don't care for Power that much. She's cool. Power's cool, but like I I've always been more of like a Kobeni Reize fan. Like, dude, when I watched that fucking movie, dude, Reize Arc was such a good movie. I fucking adore that movie. Like, man, I went to go see that, Zootopia 2, and BFDI 23 on, well, not BFDI 23, sorry. I got to see, the last couple movies I got to see was Zootopia 2, Reize Arc, and BFDI 23, and Teapot 20. I think that's so funny. Hi, man, how you doing? I'm doing alright. How are you doing? Arik Bodmer, 1400? Okay. I made a small video about it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. But yeah, Reize Arc was fucking great. Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't think I gave that movie enough credit, like, when I first watched it either. I said it was an 8 out of 10, but I fucking talked to, like, if it was, like, the talk of the town, which, any visual novels you play? I play, the Somnium Files games. There's Zero Escape, if those count. Basically, any games from Kotaro Uchikoshi, basically, because he's my goat. My dream Sonic game is a game written by Kotaro Uchikoshi, bro. Look, Ian Flynn is a good writer, but man, I'm just saying, if Kotaro Uchikoshi were to ever write for a Sonic game, find out who's Five Nights at Freddy's 4. Be careful. What the? This Isaac will. Who is who is messaging me? Wait. I'm not even showing my screen. Oh shit. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just realized I'm not showing my screen. Who is Five Nights at Freddy's 4, dog? What is your release? Okay. Well, like I was saying, I don't hate Ace, but I personally just don't care for his content much anymore. It's just kind of whatever. It's like, hey, it's cool that he's doing what he's doing, and if he's having fun doing it, then cool. I'm not gonna, like, be mad at that. I just personally grew out of it. Like, my focus is more, like, on Sonic, anime, and just BFDI, honestly. When it comes to all that sort of thing. That's just kind of what my mind is focused on more now. Again, ever since, like, I want to say BFD, ever since Teapot 19, I've kind of just been on a fixation with hyperfixation with BFDIA, with BFDI. Have you seen that? I've never seen it. I've never really seen that whole thing, because, like, I've heard it, I've heard about it, but I just, like, I don't know. You play Doki Doki Literature Club? I did a long time ago. I had no idea you were streaming. Is that you? Alex! Was fucking Five Nights at Freddy's 4 you, dude? I should not even be fucking surprised at this point. Fuck off, Alex. Oh my god. Damn, it is 9 p.m. I should probably end the stream soon. We'll go for another couple, like 15 minutes or so. Okay. Oh. I randomly got a notification of you playing Isaac and thought it would be funny. Alex, you're so stupid. I can't fucking believe that, dude. I shouldn't even be surprised. You know what's funny? My stream didn't even capture it. It was just like, what? It just notification. You realize beautiful. Any games you heard you want to try out? I definitely want to try out Hollow Knight and Silk Song. There's some people in a Discord server I'm in who have been talking about, like, Silk Song for the past, like, month, and it's like, they were telling me, oh no, Xavier, you should definitely check it out. I was like, oh, okay. And Silksong is like a platformer too, and platformers are usually like my favorite genre of video games. So it's like, hey, why not? I could definitely give it a try. I'm not really big on Cuphead, but that doesn't mean I can't give another indie platformer a good try. And when I say I'm not big on Cuphead, it's like I don't dislike it, but Silksong gone for Alex. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. It's not coming out anymore. Are you gonna play Star-Crossed World? Oh, Kirby? Yeah, I will eventually. Definitely. That definitely looks like it'll be a fun time. Cuphead takes too long to beat. It's just like, for me, it's like, I think the thing with Cuphead is like, it's kind of like in the same way of like a game being too easy that it gets boring. I think the same thing about a game that's hard. It's like if you keep failing over and over again, it's like, oh yeah, oh, skill issue or whatever. I don't know, dude. My whole thing is like, I think skill issue is such a stupid argument because my issue with my issue with the skill issue as an argument is it feels so like it lacks nuance. Where it's like, oh, the issue is just you're bad at the game. It's like, the thing is, the argument's never about if you're like how good at the game you are, rather if the game entices you to play more of it to get better. Because again, Cuphead is a prime example. It's like, oh yeah, you're bad at Cuphead, lol. But like, does Cuphead really give me an incentive to play it more and to get better at it? Because personally, I don't think so. Like, yeah, you can, like, sure, like, you can unlock stuff, but like, is the gameplay fun enough that you want to? Elephant Hawk 2.0, what? Alex, what are you fucking doing at this point? But no, that's just my thing with that whole argument about, oh, skill issue, bad, lol. It's just such a non-argument. And again, this is like a completely subjective matter. It's like, hey, if you like something that I don't like, and it's like, and if you just disagree with this whole statement, I get it. You know, it's whatever. Answer Elephant Hawk 2 it? I don't, what if I don't feel like it? One day will you actually get back interested in the movie one day? Maybe. It depends. I don't know. It just depends. Bad argument. It's not that it's a bad argument, so it's just a non-argument. PNG tuber. Yeah, no, I thought I'd test this out. It was something I kind of wanted to do for a little while. I might see about updating the stream layout too for like this new OC. I'm pretty sure you guys noticed like this OC redesign or whatever. That's because, well, this obviously Hap is like I've obviously tried to like separate the character of Hap from myself for a very long time, because I've gotten a bunch of questions about like people asking me, oh, I thought you were like 12 years old or something, Hap. I was like, no. When I said, because like something I said in a BFG episode, it was mostly because I was referring to Hap the character, not me. So I thought I would make a different like persona OC to like represent myself, rather than just to represent like the character. I have not seen Wild Park Pack yet, but I definitely will check it out soon. There's been a few shows that I kind of been watching lately that there's been some shows that have been on my radar that I haven't really committed to watching yet. Like I haven't watched Again, there's a show called... What the Alex? What are you doing, bro? Do you like rap music? Kind of. It's fine. I can get into some rap music, but not everything. Have you seen Has Been Season 2? I, in fact, have seen Has Been Season 2. Let's just say I have a lot of things to say about it in a future video. Ooh, Backstabber, that's a good one. Oh, fuck. Watch your back. Yeah, Backstabber's a good item. Thoughts on... I haven't watched Digital Circus past its first episode. It's alright. The first episode's okay. I personally not super big on it, but you know, it's cool. Definitely something I respect more than I like. I definitely do want to. I definitely might see about giving it a chance again one of these days. Watch Haha You Clowns. I did actually watch Haha You Clowns a little bit, like not the entire season, but I watched a little bit of it. Thought it was okay. It definitely is something that I think I would probably want to give more attention to, because it definitely looks like something that I think Smiley Friends is kind of like took it a lot of its attention, which I mean that's unfortunate because, you know, I don't know how to say it. I don't really know how to like explain it, but yeah. I remember you said you like Teen Titans. Do you have a favorite Teen Titans minus Robin and Raven? I've always liked Robin and Starfire the most when it comes to Teen Titans. I definitely like their chemistry a lot. Oh shit. I think they had a cute chemistry, personally, but yeah. We'll watch the rest once the series is over. I probably will. I remember you. TCG, kind of like, I don't mind Go that much. Go's not that bad. All right. Oh right. Okay, what's this? Okay. Okay, a backstabber. But you say you like Superman, but I don't remember. I said Superman looked interesting, but I never like watched it. I like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. Oh, Spider-Man. I read that as Superman. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry if you like see me misread stuff, because like I have dyslexia, so it's bleh, I might fuck up on my reading every here or there. But you know, I like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, Sam Raimi and Spider-Man films. Spider-Verse is great. I like Guardians of the Galaxy. I like the Lego Batman movie, but I don't really think I have too much to add. There's not really too much. I don't really watch superhero stuff that much because I personally am not. It's kind of the same reasons why I'm not really a Shonen Jump fan, because action's not really a genre that I'm that interested in. Because I see a lot of action shows and movies just kind of style over substance. Just, oh, let's just go beat the guy up, and that's just the movie we make. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's also kind of why it was hard for me to get into like a lot of those like all those superhero movies, all the Transformer films. I mean, I love Transformers 1. I've seen Transformers 1. I think that movie's great. I love it. So I definitely will. And I did see a few episodes of like the old like 80s show, and it's like, oh, it's charming. I like it to an extent. Do 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 do. Okay. Transformers 1 is peak. Yeah, no, it's great. I love Transformers 1. But yeah, I've just kind of always been, like, I've always just kind of assumed that, like, superhero stuff just wasn't for me. I'm glad I did watch Sam Raimi and Spider-Man, though, because those movies, the first and third movie are great. Not really big on the second one, but hey. The second one's not bad, just not great. Yeah, no, that's how I feel about Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah. Oh. PBS Kids, you remember? Oh yeah, a ton. I remember like one stream, like we were talking about like a lot of like old kids shows that used to be so goated. There's a lot I remember. Do you like Crash Bandicoot? No, not really. I'm not the biggest fan of Crash. I just don't like the games. I don't really like their controls, their level design that much. It's just not my thing. I like Attack on Titan because that's my favorite anime. I have not watched Attack on Titan since like I was in middle school, and it wasn't my thing, to be honest. Well, yeah, no, I know, Mono. I know that now. But I'm just kind of like saying that like from the perspective of like when I was younger. Parappa the Rapper? I haven't played Parappa. Okay. Oh, okay. Rainbow Tears. I'll take that. I just hope that I get no explosive shit. Do you like romantic anime? Cause anime. Yeah. I am more of a rom-com fan, more than anything. Well, my favorite, like, I will say though, like a good chunk of my favorite shows are romance heavy. Like my second, well, some of my favorite shows, like period, include. I love Dress Up Darling. I love The Dangers of My Heart. I adore. Kaguya-sama Love is War is one of my favorite shows ever. Golden Time is one of my favorite shows ever. I also love Toradora. Fuck, I got Health Down. I recently watched I actually recently finished Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity. That's a really good show. I really like that one a lot. I was kind of expecting to love it because it was Cloverworks. It's a romance show, and yeah, Cloverworks fucking cooks a lot. I actually don't really know my favorite show from Cloverworks. I kind of go back and forth between. No, I definitely think. No, Boat to the Rock is my favorite from Cloverworks. It's a fucking fantastic series. It's always Cloverworks or Kyoto that I'm a big fan of when it comes to anime. There we go. Do you like Fortnite? I play Fortnite every here or there. Not very often because my PS4, because it takes up a bunch of storage on my PS4. Which that's a huge damn shame. Oh my gosh, Satanic Bible? We cooked? Oh my god! Holy shit. Will you try to do more tier list? Yeah, no, I can definitely do that, but it's just like I would kind of have to like. The only game they play is Roblox. That's fair. There's like a lot of. There's definitely some games I do. I don't know. I mostly just play Isaac or any games just for like background footage, so you guys aren't just staring at a black screen. Here's a question for you guys. What kind of videos would you like to see me like work on this year? Like any ranking videos that you kind of ranking video ideas that you want to see from me, or any like general videos? Because again, there is more Sonic related stuff I'm going to be doing this year. Again, I did like record like the stream for a video like which I will do on Frontiers predictions. Frontiers 2, I mean. Reviews and rankings. Yeah, no, I know, but like, what kind of like rankings would you like to see from me? Like any like anything is specific. Cause like me and cause again, I'm working on another one, going over a bunch of bad animated movies. Actually, I want to actually announce that there will be a direct soon, a Hatman direct, going over like future videos and like plans for this year in general. It'll be like my plans for 2023 video if it wasn't outdated. Okay, puberty. Range down. That's great. Do a game consoles ranking. Okay, movie reviews. Ranking shows, songs, games, etc. Okay, I will say, I forgot to mention there are 2 ranking videos I am working on at the moment. One of them is this is one I was talking about earlier, talk about a bunch of bad movies that have one thing in common. I won't say what, because that'll get away the video topic. And the other is every show that I watched in 2025, which that's a more ambitious ranking. That's what I want to do with the ranking videos going forward. I want them to be more ambitious. And I do want to do more ranking videos outside of cartoon beatbox battles, because those are like the only major ranking videos I've done. And it's like, I definitely want to do more things like that, because like ranking videos do take a while, but they are really satisfying to watch after like when all said and done. Sound like plans for this year. We do Sonic Fortnite idea. I don't know if I'm qualified to talk about that sort of thing really, because like it's not. I don't know, because like again, I don't mind Fortnite, but like it's obviously not like the game that. Oh shit. I'm obviously not that like super into it to where I would do prediction videos based on what I want for Sonic. I don't know. Plus, I just seen a lot of threads and videos about it already to the point where I wouldn't really be adding anything new. Favorite genre of music? I'm mostly a pop fan. Is it bad I don't like romantic movies or shows? No, they're not for everyone. Like, again, I'm mostly someone who prefers something that's more character-driven than anything. Like, again, a story... You could have a really shitty story, like a really cliche plot, but if I like the characters enough, then I'll enjoy, like, your show or movie. For me, at least. Like, again, big example, Data Live is an anime that I enjoy, even though I do not think it has a very good story. Who's your favorite Sonic character? I'm kind of basic. I just personally like Sonic the most. But Shadow is a close second. Shadow, it's Sonic, Shadow, then Amy for my 3rd favorite. But yeah, when I watch something, I personally look forward towards like the characters the most, because I really like some of my favorite shows are like mostly character driven, if anything. And that's what I like about them. Just like I get to, because I for me, the characters are always going to be the thing I remember the most from the show. Most overrated, underrated, and overhated Sonic game. Okay, overhated Sonic games, Superstars. Overrated, Sonic Racing Crossroads. And, underrated? I actually don't know. Because underrated would mean like it doesn't like it just doesn't receive enough attention. Which I get that. I never understood Amy Rose. Never. Amy Rose. Maybe because. No, yeah, I definitely don't. I definitely personally think Amy's overhated as well. At least for a while, she was. I think my issue with Amy now is just she kind of feels really bland. And no, and look, I know I've heard the arguments like, oh, but she's like a lot more mature now. She's like not, she doesn't fanboy over Sonic anymore. That's not her only character trait. But to me, it's like, what is her character trait now? She doesn't really feel like it doesn't feel like she really has anything anymore. Like, see, I wouldn't mind if I was originally gonna make a video going over Amy's like characterization. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I don't know about it anymore, but I really think that they have yet to strike a balance between like her current I just personally think they need to strike a balance between like her how do I say impulsive lovey-dovey side while also making her like enjoyable, like and more grounded. I personally think they're trying to do that still, but oftentimes, especially in Crossworlds in particular, it just feels like she's just female Sonic, which I don't really know how to feel about personally. Again, I don't really mind that they dropped the whole she likes Sonic character about her, but it's like for me it's like I don't really see that she doesn't really have much to her character now. That's my biggest issue. It's like they didn't really have anything else to like replace it. What do you think of the FNAF movies? I hated them. I hated the first one and I did not even bother to see the second, but I heard it was terrible. It's like, well, I don't like FNAF anyway, so. Oh shit. I hate these fuckers. Die. But yeah, no, I definitely say, I honestly even think, Crossroads or Adventure 2 are, like, in my opinion, the most overrated Sonic games. In my opinion. I played more Crossroads, and it's like, I definitely don't hate it. I definitely think it's good. Best kart racer ever made, though, is kind of a fucking stretch, though, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm real, I don't even think it's better than World. And I know people are going to say, oh, but the intermissions in World are so much better, like, are so much... But, like, Mario, at least Crossroads has, like, actual tracks and, like, not straight lines. It's like, I don't know, dude. When people talk about the intermissions for Mario Kart World, it's like, I get the complaints, but I'm probably, like, the only one who thinks... Am I the only one who feels that way about the average track in Crossroads? I think all the... people... I feel like a lot of the tracks in Crossroads are very linear. Okay, luck down, HP up. I'll take that. Mania is overrated too. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. Then again, though, I get Mania though, because Mania is was really special at the time. But though, I don't know. Also, hey Wooly. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I do not really like Mania. Well, wait. I don't know. What the fuck did I say that for? I do like Mania a lot, but like I just don't think it's the best Sonic game ever created. I want to say Mania's overrated, but just praised, I guess. I don't know. Oh shit. Die. See, yeah, good to see you too, Oli. Alrighty, die. Yeah, no, that's my issue with Mania. It's like it really feels like it's way too reliant on the past. And look, I know people make that argument with Generations as well, but Generations, that's kind of the point, you know. It's kind of that. Well, not only that, but like the stages are at least mostly reimagined, like from the ground up. That's what I. That's how I. That I personally think Generations is a concept way better than Mania, and at least it's like not one for one. Not to say Mania is like that either, but I don't know. I personally just feel Mania's like reasons for bringing back old stages is like less justified than Gen's. Okay, gonna go here, gonna go here, bum bum bum. And I think we're good here. We don't need anything here. Oh, I hate this fuck. One of my least favorite bosses in the game. Thank you, die, bitch. Oh, Guppy. Oh, I can float now. Right. I forgot Guppy could do that. By the way, I should let y'all know that after I'm done with this, I am gonna end the stream. On the songs of Has-Been, not really from my memory. I kind of feel I still think the songs of Has-Been are really good. But that's really all I can say. Has-Been has good songs, but I don't think it's that great of a show. Generation does something new with old levels. That's what I'm saying. It's like I think Generations kind of did the whole concept of bringing back past levels better. And dude, don't even get me started on cyberspace, dude. Fuck cyberspace. I hate cyberspace. It sucks. Respectless is my favorite. Oh, it's my favorite too. Easily. Musicals as a whole, I'm kind of mixed on them. It really just depends for me. Okay, got HP down. Great. Okay, definitely do not want to lose my heart there. It gets better as it goes on. I actually disagree. I actually think it gets a lot more. I think it actually gets worse as it goes on. I think it starts off strong to an extent, but like I don't know. Once I hit Studiopolis Zone, the level designs just kind of just feel like I'm playing the game on autopilot after a while. Just I don't know. Maybe it's because I played the game like to hell and back for like all this time, and I kind of know the game's in and out now. But I don't know. Once I hit Studiopolis, I kind of just do not. I kind of just get bored of it. Like, and I especially when I don't, like, agree with some of the stages they brought back. Like, Lava Reef, Flying Battery. I don't know, dude. The first act of Mirage Saloon sucks. Metallic Madness is cool, I guess, but that's... eh. Press Garden's great. See, the original zones are really good, well, minus Mirage Saloon. Fuck. And I died. Great. Yeah. Press Garden is when the game gets better. That's fair. Yeah, Press Garden is really, really good. Fucking Alex. Maybe you don't like Mania. No, I do. I do like Mania. I personally think Mania is just... eh. I personally think it kind of loses steam over halfway through. That's just my thing. Alright, I've been streaming for 2 hours. I generally meant for this stream to be like a lot shorter. But with that being said, that's gonna do it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. This has been a blast. Stay tuned for the Hop Direct that will be coming out soon. And yeah, There'll be stuff like the ranking videos that I want to do. There will be the other projects that I do want to tell y'all about. And that's really all. That's all I gotta say, really. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Keep on being happy, super happy fans, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.